It's not an overly complicated thing, but it's just sometimes the hard part's trying to work out the best way to do it. Well, hello guys and welcome. It is the 16th of June today. Today is a fix-it day. I've missed out on a few of these days recently because I've been spraying. But what's currently going on? Phil's buried himself under the truck, he's greasing it. We've got the Gyral air cut in here, doing a little bit of work to that. Currently got the fan and the fan shaft, all that section, all out of it. I'm going to put new bearings on it and yeah, just give it a bit of a birthday. So JD's working away at that. So yes, it's been somewhat corroded and rusted for a little while. Yeah, don't show them that. Broke the housing trying to get the bearing off. So yeah, it's quite been in there for many years and it's quite corroded. So we're just having a few dramas with getting the bearing and the sleeves and stuff off. So, but we're getting there. Dad should be coming back from town soonish and he should have a couple of new bearings. But what I'm going to do is I think 3 out of the 4 wheels on this thing are a little bit, yeah, need a bit of a nip up on the bearings. So I'll, it's a little bit more than I thought actually. I'll show you. So yes, definitely needs a nip up and give it a bit of a re-grease in there. But yeah, should be pretty simple. 3 bolts, pull that off, should be pretty good. The other thing that we're doing at the same time is Phil noticed the washer bottle cap is missing. I don't know how easy it is to get another one. It could be tricky, might not be, but I thought, hang on, we've got a 3D printer. I'll just try 3D print one. So we'll go and have a look. I think it's started. We'll see. I think Brad's in here too, so we'll interrupt him. He might be on the phone. Who knows if it's a sensitive phone call. But the heater's blaring conveniently. Is he on the phone? No? You're doing mapping?
Yeah.
Trying to run a professional operation.
It's not working very good.
Isn't it?
What I just read in our text for,
You
what
got...
I wanted to do was put a temporary boundary in or a line in the same field.
So that's the boundary with the linseed and the chickpeas.
So yeah, I found out how to do that, so I rang him up. Just rudimentary.
Well, I was
very
just...
basic, very basic.
So, I was, here, Brad, do you want to open up that window? Just briefly. Shh.
That one?
Yeah, I'm going to show him my cap I'm making up.
Oh.
Hit that plater up there. Yep. There we go. So there's the cap. Very basic cap I just found online. Modified it slightly to match the pitch of the thread and all of that. Took me about 10 minutes. And then I've got it starting to print there. So I'm actually printing it in ASA GF, which is glass fibre reinforced. So it'll withstand the temperatures under the bonnet there easily. And if I get real crazy, I might print a gasket out of TPU. So yeah, pretty mesmerising. You're not getting distracted here watching this while you're meant to be working, are you, Brad?
Can't even see it.
Oh. So we'll wait for that. Enjoy your mapping.
Thank you.
But anyway, I'll get my tools. I might set you up here and we'll see what we find in this wheel bearing. Well, I got one wheel down. That's all fixed. Use a bit of high temp silicon. Didn't really need the high temp part, but that's what I had. Silicon. So what I did to feel I had a good idea, I didn't want to pull the whole nut off to get a bit extra grease in there, but yeah, we got the little grease nipple syringe adapter, so I put it on there. Was able to get a good amount of grease inside this bearing, and then because it's a syringe, I was able to just gently poke it in the seal on the other side here, so we could get a good amount of grease to that side. So I just got to do that another 3 times. No, another 2 times, and that'll be that done. So I've got to charge you guys up, so I'll leave you guys somewhere to do that, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Well guys, you're all charged up now. It's been an hour or so. JD's digging into his tucker. It's good now. We've got the office slash smoko room slash 3D printing room. It's got a microwave in it, so he can do that easily. Righto. 3D printer's done. Now the first one was done. I went and grabbed it without thinking, tried to fit it, and I forgot to allow for a little bit of shrinkage. You know, it's probably needed another 0.2 or 3 of a mil allowance, so I've revised it. This is number 2, and it's just done. So it took about 30 minutes each one. Oh, this one was a little bit quicker because I made it a bit shorter. So here it is. Get the little purge strip off. My little bin that I printed, little wheelie bin. I did, I tried to find the file. I did print one at my place that had a hinge, which is a lot better than that. But anyway, does the job. Righto. So that's stuck good there. Got that off. Beautiful, nice and smooth. We'll see if this fits. What I will do is I'll do a TPU print and print out the gasket for that, but first I want to just test that this will fit. So I'll be back to do that. Oh, it looks like Phil found it. He didn't even tell me. It's got a crack on it though. Look at all that. All of that, and I may not have needed to do this. But anyway. Look at that. Beautiful. That actually worked pretty good. See a little gasket on that. That'll be fine. That'll seal it up. Well guys, it feels all a bit of a waste really with that. I think Brad found the other cap. I think it was down in the bull bar there. It must have, I don't know, something happened. But anyway, didn't take too much time. I do have the, where did I put you? So I do have the TPU little gasket. So that sits in there and just holds in there nicely. And I'll pull this out just so we've got, I guess we'll have a spare now, eh? So sit that on there like that. Like that. All good to go. But anyway, may not be needed. Anyway, that was a bit of fun. Always a bit of fun, mucking around. It's good to know we can do that if we need to next time. Well, looks like Phil's hooked up the truck. We've got a couple little more jobs ready to do. We've pulled the hopper off here. We've got a little bit of splitting happening over here. A bit of this happened as we were pulling it off, but yeah, it's all thinned out and rusted, so starting to split along there. Got to fix that up. We've got the shaft is all sort of ready to put in, but we've got the little rubber couplers, don't know what you call them, little rubber interface couplers between the drive and the shaft. I think there's some broken ones here. But yeah, so got that'll be a couple of days before we get them. Possibly I could 3D print them, I'm sure, but well, got that, and I put a new end hose on the tip of the auger there, and yeah, I think we've just got to wait on the taper lock for the fan. The one came out that was broken, so yeah, that could be a day or two for that. So yeah, that's good. At least we're on the way to it getting all ready. We've got a couple of splits in the tank. There's one just in behind here in the corner, so I need to clean that up and yeah, weld that up. But after that, I think it should be pretty right to tuck away and be ready for next year, unless we've upgraded in the meantime. Righto, well that's about it for the day, I think, guys. So we'll see how far we get tomorrow. Well, good morning, guys. We're back, and more post-planting tidy up is being done. We've got the Boss air cart getting cleaned out there. Josiah's been working away at that. And yeah, we've just been poking away, doing a few jobs, but continuing on with this air cart, and I've got the hopper off here. Yeah, pulled that off. Yeah, there's a little ring here that sort of holds it all on there. Ground that off, and yeah, obviously we're finding there's a few holes, not so good, so we are going to probably lop that off there. And I've got Dad, he's currently in town, and he's yeah, going to get some sheet metal rolled up for us, basically similar to this. And yeah, we've got to, what I'll probably do actually, I haven't fully made up my mind yet, but we'll cut it back here so it's all nice and fresh, and then we can sleeve it one on the inside of that, so as the grain's going that way, it's not wanting to jam up under a lip. And then we've got the outside one, which is what the hopper attaches to, and this ring here welds onto. So yeah, anyway, it's not an overly complicated thing, but it's just sometimes the hard part's trying to work out the best way to do it. So we'll yeah, I guess I'll start cutting. Well, quick update. We're back putting the fan together. Now, problem is we got organised to get some of that tubing made up for the auger, but that won't be done till Friday, which today's Tuesday. So yeah, a little bit longer than I thought, but it is going to be a bit easier to do. And to be quite honest, we've got another, what, 10 months before we need this?
Yeah, that's right.
So this is, we're just going through, and while it's fresh in our mind and yeah, all of that, we're just going to do the things we know. But I ended up just pulling up, JD and I pulled the motor off the end and pulled the flight through, just so we had a bit more room to work in down here for when we put that extra bit on. So yeah, we've got this shaft and with the new bearings and housings going on there. And then I've got to, yeah, put the fan blade, what do you call it, the fan apparatus. So that's going to go on, and we did get a new taper lock. So that was the old one, obviously not in great condition. So yeah, once we get that done, I've cleaned up the shaft, so that should slide all on, get that set at the right distance so it's not banging and clanging. And then once all of these are tightened down, and then we've just got to wait on these couplers, these rubber couplers here, which are in town, but I got the phone call that they were in town about 10 minutes after Dad came back from town. So that was good timing, but and yes, we got the dear old D-Max. I think it's a habit of Phil's to leave the key on, whether it be accessories or whatnot. And I think gone are the days of the old vehicles where you could leave accessories on for 2 days and still not have a flat battery. So yeah, overnight the battery goes flat, and yeah, not great, but got to get used to turning the key completely off apparently. Right, I'll set you guys up somewhere, and it's not quite warm enough to fire, not quite cold enough to fire up the diesel heater at the moment. But yeah, who knows? It's obviously out here for a reason. So when I was busy spraying, it must have been some chilly mornings, I think. But I've got it's actually a good jacket, this one. I got given it by C&H, and yeah, it's a Patriot jacket. Yeah, it's a really nice jacket. I didn't want to wear it to work because I'm like, you know, it's a good jacket, don't want to wreck it at work. But then I was thinking, well, what's the point of just it's sitting at home doing nothing for however long? So I might as well use it for work, get it dirty, see how it goes. Righto, let's get to it. Well guys, it is fast becoming the end of the day. We probably close to finishing off the video. It's one of those hard things. I really like to get something accomplished in a video, or you know, if we're in the workshop, I like to see a project all the way through in a video. But the reality is, we got no idea how long it is for parts for half of the stuff, and often we've got like, I don't know, 4 or 5 projects going on at the same time. So if you guys are happy with it, that's good, but I can't always make it a full yeah, see a project from start to finish in the one video. But yeah, if you guys don't mind, I don't mind. It just is how it is. So looks like another few days and we'll get the roll bit of steel for the end of the auger there to replace this. And what else are we waiting on? Can't remember. Oh yeah, we already did get the little rubber interface, couple of things in there, so that's all back together. That's all ready to rock and roll. So really I think it's just that, and we've got to get in the bin and weld up a crack. So this air card will be, it's only been 2 weeks since we finished sewing, and this air card will be ready for next year, or ready for if we want to sell it and upgrade. So Jody's just finished off cleaning that one, and yeah, there's just a few little odd jobs going on. So we'll probably leave the video there, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one.